I can't believe I almost missed this story. Today, we turn the pages of history to a little-known chapter from World War II that is nothing short of extraordinary. Everyone knows about the Manhattan Project, Einstein's famous letter to President Roosevelt, and the eventual use of nuclear bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But did you know there was a woman, a mathematician no less, who indirectly influenced these events in the most unexpected way? Pull up a chair, because you absolutely don't want to miss this. This is the story of Lise Meitner, the forgotten genius who stopped the world from spinning into even darker chaos. Lise Meitner was born in 1878 in Vienna, Austria. From a young age, it was clear she was prodigiously talented. Her family, steeped in respect for education, supported her ambition to enter the male-dominated world of physics. And oh boy, did she excel. By 1905, she had achieved something very few women had at that time. She earned her PhD in physics, focusing on the newly discovered effects of radioactivity. Her curiosity about the uncharted territories of nuclear physics soon made her the protégé of Max Planck, the father of quantum theory. Now here's where things take a twist. In 1926, she became Germany's first female professor in physics. However, her shining career hit a roadblock in 1933, when Adolf Hitler came to power and the Nazi regime turned life upside down for Jewish scientists. Being of Jewish heritage, Lise had her academic standing stripped away. She fled Germany in 1938, which wasn't just a personal escape, but a massive blow to the Nazi scientific community. But Lise was not the kind of person to be silenced, not when the stakes involved the future of the world. In Sweden, she teamed up with her longtime collaborator, Otto Hahn, a scientist who stayed behind in Germany. Their correspondence focused on a question that puzzled the most brilliant physicists of their time. Could you split the atom? At the heart of their research was uranium. Hahn and his team experimented with bombarding uranium atoms with neutrons, while Meitner offered explanatory theories. In late 1938, Hahn contacted Meitner with earth-shattering results. He had succeeded in splitting a uranium atom. Yes, what we now call nuclear fission. History remembers this moment as the beginning of the nuclear age. But wait, it gets more fascinating. Lise Meitner was the one who actually made sense of what Hahn's experiments meant. Sitting by a snow-covered tree in Sweden with her nephew, the physicist Otto Frisch, Lise sketched out the theoretical framework that described nuclear fission, using Einstein's E/mc2 to explain how mass was converted into enormous amounts of energy. It was a defining eureka moment, but what happened next will have you sitting on the edge of your seat. When the discovery of fission became known, excitement, mixed with fear, swept through the scientific community. The implications stretched far beyond the lab. If harnessed, nuclear fission could become the most devastating weapon the world had ever known. The math proved it possible, but the ethics? That was an entirely different question. While her German colleagues, including Otto Hahn, were ultimately ensnared by their environment and side-eyed the idea of applying this discovery to weaponry, Lise Meitner balked at the notion. As someone who had faced discrimination and lost her homeland, she couldn't bear to assist in creating weapons of mass destruction. While some physicists jumped onto the Manhattan Project in the United States, providing their expertise to develop the atomic bomb, she adamantly refused. She declared, and I quote, "I will have nothing to do with a bomb." By refusing to participate in weapons research, Meitner's decision inadvertently deprived the Nazi regime of critical expertise in nuclear physics. Her absence created a significant gap in Germany's nuclear program, but the story doesn't have a Hollywood ending. Otto Hahn received a Nobel Prize in 1944 for the discovery of nuclear fission. However, Lise was not included. It was one of history's most glaring oversights, and even generations later, scientists and historians continue to debate the omission. Can you imagine being erased from your own story? Though she was denied this recognition, history eventually gave her a voice. Elements don't lie. The discovery of nuclear fission is etched into the periodic table. Meitnerium, element 109, named after her, stands today as proof of her immeasurable contributions. Yet what strikes me most isn't just her scientific genius, but her values. Lise Meitner warned against the unfettered pursuit of power and advocated for responsibility in science, setting a moral benchmark that remains essential today. By choosing not to participate in the nuclear arms race, she showed us that courage often takes the path of resistance. Fast forward to today. Is the ethical responsibility of scientists taken seriously enough? Lise Meitner's story poses this timeless, poignant question. As we advance into technologies like artificial intelligence and biotechnology, we would do well to remember her example. Her principles are as relevant as ever, reminding us that the question isn't just could we, but should we? And that, my friends, is a story worth sharing. So now you know, Lise Meitner, the woman who set the theoretical foundation for one of the most revolutionary discoveries in human history, while reminding the world of the moral weight of scientific progress. Think about that the next time you open a physics textbook, or even gaze at the stars, pondering the relatively small but significant role someone like her played in shaping history. The next time someone asks you about unsung heroes, don't just tell them about soldiers or kings. Share the story of Lise Meitner, a true hidden gem. And on that note, don't forget to like and follow for more historical hidden gems. Who knows what undiscovered story we'll explore next? See you in the next episode.